Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be, where does most of your fear reside? So I'll get to that in a minute. It's a nice cool day. It's in the 30s, so I'm going to enjoy a couple of nice, clean, cool breaths of air. Breathe in the peace, exhale the chaos. Breathe in the calm, exhale the fear. Breathe in the strength and the bravery. Exhale the cowardice, the weakness. So, where does most of your fear reside? So let me explain the purpose of the question first. As you folks know, I've been talking a lot about the real cause of pain or other symptoms is that the pain and symptoms are the brain's warning system for something that the brain is perceiving as dangerous. So it becomes important to think about what is it that you're actually afraid of. What are these things that you're consciously fearing, right? Because if you're consciously fearing it, it's likely your subconscious brain is going to also perceive those things as dangerous. So there are certainly some things that are perceived as dangerous in the subconscious that we're not consciously thinking about all day. You know, it could just be a conditioned response at a certain position, a certain chair, a certain movement. Might be just learned behavior or learned that those things are dangerous. But there's a good bit of it that's based on our own thinking. So when I say, where does most of your fear reside? I'm going to say for the vast majority of us, in conversations with hundreds and hundreds of coaching clients and interactions with thousands of people on the internet through comments, I would say that the vast majority of fear resides in our conscious mind, in our thinking brain, in our thoughts. And so if that's the case, and our fear residing in our brain is what is causing the subconscious to interpret those things as dangerous, the good news is we can literally do a reality check and say, okay, I understand what TMS means. By definition, it means I'm not broken. By definition, it means the brain is creating the symptoms and the sensations and the pains, not a bodily problem. It's not a biomechanical thing. It's not a chemical thing. It's not a hormonal thing. It's a brain thing, right? So if that is the case, and all of these symptoms are created by a misinformed and fearful brain, the most straightforward, simplistic way of reversing the process is to simply decide that these fears, these perceived dangers, are not actually dangerous. And so I've always said the way to dial down the fear is with accurate information, right? Because your brain's working perfectly. It's not out to get you. It's not doing anything. Your brain and nervous system is working flawlessly. It's just operating on misinformation and fear. So we correct the misinformation with accurate data as to what's actually going on. Guess what happens to your fear? It goes down. Now sometimes we're in the habit of those fearful, catastrophic, what-if type of thoughts. But that's just more proof. All your fear is residing up here in your thinking, in your brain, both conscious and subconscious. But the best way to influence the subconscious to make a different decision as to whether or not to have the pain on or not is through the conscious brain. Because we can't directly tap into the subconscious, but we can with consistent, calm reassurance, messages of safety, almost indifference, saying, I don't care if I hurt. I've hurt for X number of days, weeks, months, years. Hasn't killed me yet, so I don't care if I hurt today. I know a lot of you will shake your head and go, of course I care. I get it. But caring and fearing it, being pissed off about it, is not the way to teach your brain that you're safe. Not caring and being calm and reassuring with yourself as if you're soothing a scared child, That's the way to teach your brain you're safe. So I do believe that the vast majority of our fear resides in our thinking. And we can notice and be aware of these negative thought patterns and make a decision consciously to say, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just not going to do that. And then shift your attention to living life. Gratitude. What things in my life are working for me? What am I grateful for? And you know what, maybe if you're the type, in my case, with back pain, why don't I focus on the other 98 parts of my body that feel great? It's just the back. Why don't I focus on, the good stuff? What's working? And so, really, I'm just trying to get you to recognize the key phrase is perceived danger, not actual danger. Perceived danger. And once we correct the misinformation, the perception is corrected, and the subconscious brain can make a different decision and decide to turn off or down those symptoms. So, really important stuff. Hope everybody's doing well. It's the middle of my weekend here. It's Saturday late afternoon. Sun is getting ready to set. Movers come tomorrow to get some of Mom's stuff and bring it to the new assisted living facility tomorrow. We'll get some things set up for her, and then Monday morning, we move her to the new location. She's got a nice apartment at this assisted living facility, and I think it's going to be great for her. Heavy duty stuff. She's moving out of a house she's been in for 56 years, so kind of wild. Anyway, I appreciate all of you. Appreciate all the love and support for my mom and myself. So that's what I got for you today. Your perceived danger and the fear resides in your brain. Make different decisions about this fear. Do a sanity check. Am I truly in danger, or is it all based on misinformation? You'll find it's based on misinformation. So with correct information, dialing down the fear, shifting your attention back towards living life, you can get better like all the folks who are getting better around the world following this information. I've got up to 36 success stories. Go to my YouTube channel and click on the playlists link. Scroll through until you find the success stories. I got 36 people who are willing to spend, an hour on the phone with me and, basically tell their story. This stuff works, folks. It can work for you. Use that accurate knowledge as to what's going on and the fact that you can get better to dial down your fear and your perceived danger, and you can be pain-free as well, symptom-free as well. Your body knows what to do. Trust it. All right, folks, love you. I will see you tomorrow, and take care.